welcome to my vlog. Basically, I was in class this week in English and we were learning about this thing called Because You Can't Smell Someone on Skype, right? And it's about this man called Kieran who's like extremely lonely and like he's just unlucky in love and just wants fun love. And he's like 40 something, you know, as you do, go him. And then there's Kelly, who's in America and she is looking for love as well apparently. So they like fall in love over Skype. Like obviously they like match on this website or whatever dating website and they fall in love over Skype. They Skype all the time, you know, after work, in the morning before work, whenever they can fit it in, you know. And for a few months they just Skype all the time, you know. But remember, you can't smell somebody through Skype. And Kelly has this thing about smell, which personally kind of weird. She has this thing about smell where you have to smell good for her to be in love with you, which I personally think is very discriminative. So they keep talking on Skype for months and Kieran's like, oh, I have a few days off work, I'm really in love with you, let me just fly halfway across the world to meet someone I've never met. That's what he does. So he gets a few days off work and flies right on over to Florida to meet Kelly, who is a 20-year-old girl, may I just add. So he flies over and he meets her and it's like, oh, really cute. They see each other and they're in love with each other, and guess what? She likes the way he smells. So should all work out? Yeah, they're gonna be a cute couple. Let me just keep going. They go on some fun trips and then, you know, they just make the all of a sudden decision to get married. Yeah, this shocked me as well. I didn't know what I was listening to. They got married out of absolutely nowhere after only knowing each other for a few months over Skype. So yeah, they only knew each other over Skype and they decided to get married, and they got married at this lake thing. Kelly was wearing a nice dress, Kieran was probably wearing something nice too, and so they got married that day. They went out with Kelly's parents after, and then the next day Kieran flew home. So obviously Kelly missed her mans, and so she flew over to Ireland to meet him and stayed there. So they now live in Clontarf. That was the end of it, and they seem to be in love. Now moving on to my personal opinion. So my personal opinion on this is it's extremely weird. They meet online, which first of all is not the safest thing in the world, but you know, gotta talk to people from different places, could have been cool. And then they keep talking to each other. Also, Kieran seems to be like a 40-year-old man and Kelly is just like 20 or something, which is kind of weird to me. Yeah, so yeah, they meet online, which is not always safest, but you know, they're only talking online, they're not like going out to meet each other. And then they do eventually, after only a few months. He flies halfway across the world to meet someone he's never met, only online for like a few months. It just confuses me as to why someone would ever do that, but you know. And then, okay, even that's okay, I guess. But then, out of absolutely nowhere, they get married. They get married. What? This confused me so much as to why Kieran would want to marry a 20-year-old girl who he's only met online for a few months. He talks to them online for a few months. Personally, I would only get married to someone if I knew them for like 5+ years. I knew everything about them. We were really close and we've like, you know, seen each other more than once, you know? And so they get married out of nowhere, and then Kelly moves halfway across the world for a man she met once. Would not be me. That just confused me a slight bit. Overall, I think it was kind of weird. So it's 13 minutes long. I think that was a good length because I wouldn't want to listen to it for any longer. The song in the back is called Harvest Moon. Okay. I think that song is pretty fitting because that's a pretty weird song and this is a pretty weird situation. kind of balance each other out, right? You know, it's about love, and they're in love. My overall opinion is that it's a little bit weird. I definitely do not think this relationship will ever last, ever. And they're probably broken up by now because Kieran's 40 and Kelly is 20. They know nothing about each other, apart from what they told each other over Skype and the one time they met. And now they live together. Thanks for watching, really appreciate it. See you next time. Hope you enjoyed. Toodles.